Okay, so today we will be recording this webinar. So if you can please keep your audio muted and we will give you the recording back to you the next week. So thank you so much for coming today. And I would like to start our webinar today. Okay, so the title of the webinar is Building Habits for Success. And aloha again, my name is Tomoko Skinner. I am the career specialist at Hawaii Community College Career Center. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so before we dive in, type in the chat box your home campus, your major, and your passion or interest. I see familiar names here. Please type in the chat box your home campus, your major, and your passion or interest. Okay, type in the chat box. Okay, Hawaii CC, liberal arts, psychology, mahalo ko'i. And yeah, what is your passion? What is your passion? Jasmine, thank you. Kapi'ula ni CC, business and climbing. Great interest. Thank you. Maui College, graphic design, art. Mahalo, Shailene. Okay, we have a couple more people. What is your home campus, major, passion, or interest? Okay, Kristen, thank you. Maui College, early education, speech pathology. Mahalo, mahalo. Okay, mahalo for that. And let's get started. Okay, so we're going to talk about success. And according to the dictionary, success means the achieving of the results wanted or hoped for, something that achieves positive results. So success does not only mean having a lot of money or being famous. Success means many different things for different people. So I want you to type in the chat box, what does success mean to you? What does success look like for you? Please type in the chat box. What does success mean to you? Or, yes, Stephanie said, a full, enriching life. Beautiful. Thank you for that. Success is balance. Oh, yes. Very true. Thank you, Jasmine. Achieving something, Kui said. Achieving something. And Shailene said, your finished work resulting in positive feedback. Perfect. Thank you so much. These are all great answers. Success is very different from everybody. Everybody has a different connotation, different meaning attached to success. So let's go through what success is. And before we move on, I wanted to talk about ka'al. So, students from Hawaii CC or Maui College, probably you've heard of this ka'al framework. So, this is a framework for transformation, and we are using the Hawaii traditional myth culture as a framework to transform the student experience and the culture of academia. So, if you look at the top, you see the circle. It starts with hua. Hua means the seed in Hawaiian. So we have the hua, and then it goes to ha'alele, the launch, and then goes down to huaka'i, journey, and then goes back to the ho'ina, the return. So these ka'al. So ka'al also means legends or mo'olelo stories. And you if you dance hula or if you practice any Hawaiian culture, probably you're familiar with Pele and Hi'iaka's story about Hi'iaka's journey to Kauai. So that is a ka'au, big journey. And then let's talk a little bit more about the ka'au. So have you ever heard of a hero's journey? So, hero's journey is a template story of a hero or a heroine who goes on an adventure. Just like if it's Star Wars, Luke Skywalker, he went on a journey, a grand journey. And if it's a Disney movie, Elsa or Anna or Moana in the Disney movie, the story starts where these regular people are living their regular life. when something happens and they are set to go on an adventure. And in the beginning, there is a call to the adventure. So that was the hua, the seed. Moana is, so for example, Moana, she's always drawn to the ocean, but her parents always tells her not to go to the ocean. They don't want her to be close to the ocean or even get into the ocean. But for some reason, Moana is always wanting to be close to the ocean and she doesn't know why. And then something happens and Moana sails out to the ocean to save her island and her people. And on the way to Tafiti, she meets Maui. And Maui is the demigod who helps her, or it's kind of like they're kind of like a friends, but they become allies and they help each other when they meet their enemies. So many times Moana faces fear and challenges, but she overcomes those fears with the help of Maui and also her deceased grandmother who comes in a spirit form. So in this case, Maui is her helper and her grandmother is her mentor. And then Moana wins her battle and with Tafiti and returns home transformed. So just like these heroes' journey, you are on your adventure. So when you decided to come to college, you answer the call to the adventure. So everybody is on their journey, different journey. The size could be smaller right now, or it could be bigger. It could be a big ka'au or the journey, the huaka'i, the whole journey within a smaller journey. So you can see you came to college and you answer that call to the venture. And on the way, you meet your mentor and helper. That could be your teacher, your counselor, your helper can be your classmates or somebody who is in the same class or club. And it could be your professor as well. And then we will have a lot of tests and we might meet our allies and enemies. So we go through these challenging moments, but we are able to go uh, through these challenges with the help of our mentors and helpers. And here on the bottom of this chart, you see the crisis. So with these crises in Moana's story, she will be fighting some of the enemies, but she's able to overcome that with the help of Maui. And then when she returns home, eventually she is transformed as a new person. She goes back home, and that is the ho'ina, the return. So for you guys, you answered a call and came to college, and you launched that journey, that adventure. So that could be being in your program. It could be for many students, it could be meeting your mentors. And then you're going through this huaka'i, and of course, nothing is easy, and it might be challenging to finish an essay or a project, but then with a help and all the ike, the knowledge you receive from your mentors or classes, you're transformed and return back to home to give back to the community. So that is the whole cycle of this ka'au framework. So you're on this adventure and you answer that call. Okay, so let's move on. So how can you find your mentor and helper? So you can attend job fairs or career events. You can also use the career center to look for resources. And you can also volunteer or get an internship opportunity that aligns with your career interests. So these are finding resources and getting help from your mentor, and that can be us, the career center or your career advisor or academic counselor. Okay, so let's get to our topic. So first, we're going to go through know your why. And then second, create a success habit. And then we're going to talk about 4 C's to success. Okay. So your why is your fuel. You cannot go to wherever you're going to without your fuel. So ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I here? What is your reasoning? So that is when you answer the the calling to adventure, it's always good to know your why. So for Moana, she answered that call because she knew that she had to protect her island and her people. And that was her why. So ask yourself, what is your why? Why are you here? So know your why. Type in the chat box. What is your why? Why are you here in college? Why are you taking these classes for? Please type in the chat box. What is your why? What is your reasoning of being in college? Mahalo ko'ui to become an emotional trauma therapist. Thank you for that. Mahalo. Yes. What is your why? Why are you here? To improve my future. Yes. Thank you, Kristen. Why are you here studying? What is college for you? Okay. Anybody else? What is your why? Gain organization skills, time management. Thank you, Jasmine. Okay, Shaylin says, so my parents can have one child go college while also learning what I like. Beautiful. Thank you so much, everybody. So knowing your why might change along your journey, but that's okay. As long as you know your why, you're going to be able to move forward knowing that root, the seed. Okay. So here you see the timeline. You are here now. So talking about where we are at now, we're going to start from wherever we are. So every second, every moment, we start new. So it's okay where you are. Don't think about your past. Don't think about your future. Just start from where you are. And right here, 2024, you are here. So this is a huge accomplishment that you are here already and you answer that call to adventure. So that is wonderful. And then in a year, where would you be in 1 year in 2025? And think about 2026. Where will you be in 3 years? So we have a timeline that we have. Sometime we want to think about the short goals, but you also want to think about the long-term goals. So your why would take you to these goals. So when you forget about why you're doing this, go to the original state and remember about your why. Okay. So set your GPS. What is your goal? Where's your destination? And where do you want to go? So you can set that destination for this year, 2024. Where do I want to be? What is the achievement you want to achieve? And next year, in 1 year, where do you want to be at 2025? And then where's your destination? Okay. Now let's get into how we can create a success habit. So whatever your goal is, you need the right habit to succeed. So let's talk about simple but profound habits you'll be able to be successful with anything. Okay. So this is a quote from Jim Kwik. He is a very famous entrepreneur and a brain coach. He coached the president of the US. He coached many Hollywood actors. So he teaches people how to memorize things or learn things. So Jim Kwik says he talks about how you do anything is how you do everything. So the meaning of this, he emphasizes that the way you approach small tasks like making your bed in the morning reflects your attitude and habits in other areas of life. If you make your bed with care and attention to detail, it suggests that you have discipline and take pride in your work, which may extend to other aspects of your life. So conversely, if you consistently neglect to make your bed or do it hastily, it could indicate a lack of attention to detail and discipline that might manifest in other area as well. So make your bed. That is his other message. Okay. Okay. Success habit number 1, make your bed. Start your day with success. So make your bed first thing in the morning. Why? And why do that? Why make your bed first thing in the morning? It may seem like a small action, but this is important because you start your day with an accomplishment. Whether it's small or big, when you get things done, it feels good. So success breeds success. Make this a daily habit. You practice starting the day with success and you will build your confidence. Okay. So this is another quote. First, you make your habits, and then your habits make you. And what does this mean? So, this is a very powerful statement that underscores the role of habits in shaping our lives. It suggests that the habits we develop, whether positive or negative, ultimately determine our character, success, and overall well being. For example, if someone consistently practices healthy habits such as regular exercise, mindful eating, and positive thinking, these habits will likely contribute to their physical health, mental well being, and overall success in life. Conversely, if someone develops habits like procrastination, negative self talk, or unhealthy behaviors, these habits may hinder their progress and negatively impact their life outcomes. So this phrase highlights the importance of consciously choosing and cultivating positive habits as they have the potential to profoundly influence the trajectory of our lives. Okay. Success comes from inside. So this emphasizes the idea that true success stems from internal factors such as mindset, values, beliefs, and personal development rather than relying solely on external circumstances or validation from others. For example, someone who believes in themselves maintains a positive attitude, sets clear goals, and consistently works towards them, and more likely to achieve success regardless of external obstacles or setbacks. Success in this sense is seen as a reflection of one's internal state and their ability to harness their inner resources effectively. This phrase encourages individuals to focus on self awareness, personal growth, and aligning their actions with their values and aspirations, as these internal factors play a crucial role in determining their level of success in various areas of life. Okay. Success habit number 3, show up. And you guys showed up today. So thank you for that. 50% of success is showing up. The other 50% is playing full out. So, yes, this is a strong statement. The first part, 50% of success, you show up, and that means significance of taking action and being present. Being present, this is the most important part. So simply being present, whether it's physically showing up to opportunities or mentally engaging in tasks, is a crucial first step toward achieving success. It underscores the importance of taking initiative and seizing opportunities as they arise. And the second part, the other 50% is playing full out, emphasizes the need for dedication, effort, and wholehearted engagement in whatever endeavor you pursue. So, merely showing up is not enough. You must also give your best effort, fully committed to your goals, and push yourself beyond your comfort zone to achieve success. So, this part highlights the idea that success often requires hard work and perseverance and willingness to go the extra mile. So, together, these two parts suggest that success is a combination of both showing up and giving your all. And it's about taking action, being present, and putting in the effort required to achieve your goals. So, showing up is 50%. So, you only have the other 50% to act on. So, thank you so much for coming today to this webinar. And that means a lot because you showed up. Okay. Now talking about the 4C to success. Okay. So the 4C to success at school or life. C, communicate. The second C is be creative. C, the third C is connect. And the fourth is commit. Okay. So communicate. Communication is key to success at school. Communicate with your professors, instructors, counselor, or an advisor. And we are here to help. And communication with your teachers are crucial for your grades. So if you're not making to class or going to be late with an assignment, email your instructors ahead of time and let them know. And they're going to be appreciating you because you took the time to communicate that. And also, but don't communicate last minutely. You want to communicate that before. Give them time so they have time. Some of the instructors might not be checking their emails every single day. So make sure you give them time and let them know. And one more thing, your brain listens to your negative self-talk. So remind yourself to turn your negative self-talk into a positive one. And that could be another webinar, but that is called reframing. Okay. And we also have another technique that is called ants or abracadabra. So let's go into that. Okay. So how do you kill your negative thoughts? So this is also what the brain coach Jim Kwik talks about. Abracadabra, abra. So A is for acknowledge it. So you're going to acknowledge your negative thoughts first. And secondly, you're going to breathe in. And then thirdly, you're going to release it. And then 4, align. You're going to reset yourself. So this is pretty simple, but it's a little bit hard when things are kind of, you're in a challenging spot or you're having a hard day. Acknowledge that emotion, breathe in, and try to release that thought and realign with yourself. And the true genius, go back to your true nature, the true genius, which who you are. Okay. Okay. Be creative. The next C is being creative. So be curious. Look for ways to make your learning or studying fun. How can I understand this better? How can I memorize these terms quicker? How can I be creative and have fun? So these are the things you want to be thinking about. If something is not working, pause. Don't just go do the same thing. You're going to pause and think about, what am I doing? How can I do this differently? You don't want to think, what am I doing wrong? You want to think about, how can I change this momentum? How can I do this in a different way that I can enjoy it? So some of the things, I still take classes for Olelo Hawai'i, and I'm in my 3rd year. And it's very hard. Working full time and taking these Olelo Hawaii classes is very hard. And I don't have enough time to study. So what I try to do is I try to listen to audios while I'm cooking. So when I'm chopping things, I'm listening to these mana leo audios. And so I try to make that my daily habit. So I create that time. My cooking time becomes my studying time. I also listen to chants and stories in my car when I'm driving. So that is also my study time as well. So be creative and think of, how can I make this more fun, or how can I combine things together and making into a fun learning time. Okay. So going back to, how you do anything is how you do everything. Okay, be creative, be curious about your learning. Okay, and the last C is connect. So connect with people, attend workshops and career events like this, talk to your counselor, email them, talk to your classmates, how they study, or if they found any interesting internship opportunities or not. Talk with people. And there's another saying in the entrepreneurship world that mentions about, you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with most. Hang out with people you aspire to be. Be inspired by each other. And I want to ask you guys, who do you most spend time with? Write down 5 people that you spend time with. You don't have to write out their name, but you can write in the chat box that you hang out the most with your friends, classmate, your other half. It could be your pet. Who do you spend your time with? Because you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with the most. Who do you hang out with? Type in the chat box. Family. Thank you. Family. Anybody else? Who do you spend most time with? My 2 best friends, my significant other, and my mom. Thank you, Kristen. Yes, you are you are the average of the 5 people you spend time with. So look at those people. Okay, Kaui said my pets, my spouse, family, friends. Dana said family and coworker. Okay, thank you, thank you. So sometime these 5 people might change. Okay, Shailene said family, grandma, friends, pet, and classmates. Yes. So you can look at the people around you and see, it's like a mirror. You can see yourself in them. So you share the same um word views or mana'os with most of the people you are surrounding yourself with. So in times you wanted to kind of change it up, or you might have to hang out with people more that are doing the things that you strive to do for in the future. So for example, if you wanted to open up your own business, start a business, you may want to hang out with more of an entrepreneur or a business owner. So you can learn from them and see what is a life look like to be a business owner. Okay, so think about that. You are the average of the 5 people you hang out with the most. Okay. And lastly, the 4C, commit. Commit to yourself and your life. So commit to yourself and your life encapsulates the idea of prioritizing self-improvement, personal growth, and taking ownership of one's actions and decisions. So this phrase encouraged individuals to make a conscious commitment to their own well-being, goals, and aspirations. It emphasizes the importance of self-care, self-respect, and self-awareness in living a fulfilling and purposeful life. And committing to oneself involves setting clear intentions, defining personal values, and actively pursuing personal development and growth. It also entails taking responsibility for one's choices and actions, as well as prioritizing self-care and self-love. Moreover, committing to your life implies actively engaging with life's opportunities and challenges, embracing experiences, and striving to create a life that aligns with your values and aspirations. It involves being proactive, resilient, and adaptable in the face of obstacles and continuously seeking opportunities for growth and fulfillment. And overall, commit to yourself and your life encourages individuals to invest in their own well being, pursue their passion and dreams, and take ownership of their journey towards your personal and professional success. Okay, so that was the 4C to success. And let's go back to the 4Cs. Communicate, be creative, and connect and commit. And I have another quote for you. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step is a timeless proverb attributed to the Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu. This simple yet profound statement encapsulates the idea that all great accomplishments, no matter how daunting they may seem, start with a small incremental actions. And expanding on this proverb, it emphasizes several key concepts. Starting small. Every significant endeavor can be overwhelming if viewed in its entirety. So break it down into smaller, manageable steps makes it more approachable and less intimidating. And instead of focusing on distant endpoint, concentrate on taking the first step. And then talking initiative. Initiating action is crucial to progress. While it is easy to get caught up in planning or worrying about potential obstacles, nothing happens until the first step is taken. By taking that initial action, you set the journey in motion. And then next, building momentum. Just as a single step initiates a journey, each subsequent step builds momentum. Consistently taking small steps toward your goal keeps you moving forward, gradually increasing your confidence and progress. And persistence and perseverance. Embarking on a journey requires dedication and perseverance. There will inevitably be challenges and setbacks along the way, but know that's the process. And have the willingness to persist and overcome obstacles is essential for success. And the most important one, focus on the present. While it's essential to have a vision of your destination, dwelling too much on the distant future or in the past can be overwhelming. Instead, focus on the present moment and the immediate actions you can take to move forward. So tiny baby steps at a time. So in summary, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step reminds us that every great achievement starts with a small decisive action. By embracing the journey one step at a time, staying committed and persisting through challenges, you can gradually progress toward your goals and aspirations. Okay, so that was all from me today. What is one new thing you learned today? Write in the chat box. What is one new thing or what spoke to you the most? Please type in the chat box. What did you learn today? What spoke to you or what is one new thing you learned today? Or what is one thing you want to try out that which you learned from this workshop? Type in the chat box. What would you want to try? Stephanie says, my why spoke to me. Mahalo for the summer. Thank you for coming. And Shailene says, surrounding yourself with better people makes a difference. Yes, very true. Very true. Yes. And Kau'i said, committing more to yourself. Yes. Beautiful. Thank you. Yes. And Kristen said, the thought process, I am what I do. To improve my actions will improve myself. Beautiful. And then Dana said, I love success number 2. Thank you. And yes, the last quote. And Jasmine said, you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with. And thank you everybody for these comments. But before you leave, please fill out this short survey. This will help us a lot. And we want to learn more from you guys. And if you have any questions, please email me at tomokoys@hawaii.edu.